Hey guys, today we're talking about something that quietly sneaks up on you. Your muscles, slowly fading like an old photograph. You may not even notice it at first. One day you bend down to tie your shoe and it feels harder than it used to. Or maybe you reach for something in the kitchen cabinet and your arms feel heavier. Have you ever felt like your energy is draining faster than it used to? Like your legs don't quite have the spring they once had? It's not just your imagination. After age 65, your muscles begin to shrink, unless you do something about it. This is called sarcopenia, and while that sounds like a fancy medical word, it just means your muscle mass and strength are quietly slipping away. This isn't about looking like a bodybuilder or running marathons. It's about holding on to the everyday power that helps you stand up from a chair, carry groceries, or walk steadily without worrying about falling. Here's the truth. If you're over 65 and you're not taking small daily steps to protect your muscles, they will shrink. It doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, subtle. A missed step here, a little wobble there. And then one day your independence starts to feel like a memory. You might be thinking, well, that's just part of getting old. But it's not entirely. The loss of muscle isn't just from aging, it's from inactivity. And the good news? That means it's not a done deal. You can fight back. In fact, you can reverse it even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But first, you need to understand what's really going on inside your body. Every decade after 30, you naturally lose about 3 to 8% of your muscle mass. That number jumps dramatically after 60, especially if you aren't moving much. Why? Because your body starts producing less of the hormones that keep muscle tissue strong. Testosterone, growth hormone, even insulin sensitivity drops. Your nerves don't fire quite as fast. Recovery takes longer. But here's the kicker. Your muscles don't just disappear, they get replaced by fat and connective tissue. So even if your weight looks stable on the scale, your strength is quietly eroding. It's like a house that looks fine from the outside, but the beams inside are rotting. You only find out when the floor gives way. Have you noticed your arms getting thinner? Or the backs of your legs feeling softer? Maybe your handshake isn't as firm as it once was, or getting up from the couch now takes a little push. These aren't random signs. They're your muscles waving a flag. Help me, use me, don't forget me. Now think about this. Muscles do more than help you move. They help regulate your blood sugar, support your joints, keep your balance steady, and even protect you from injury. When your muscles fade, everything else becomes a little riskier. A small trip becomes a fall becomes a fracture, and that fracture could lead to weeks or even months of immobility. And during that time, your muscles vanish even faster. But don't panic. This isn't a horror story. It's a wake-up call. Because no matter your age, your muscles are listening. They are ready to respond the moment you start using them again. They don't need big workouts or fancy gym memberships. They just need signals, gentle daily signs that they're still in the game. Picture your muscles like plants. If you stop watering them, they wilt. If you give them a little attention every day, just a little, they come back, slowly but surely. The same goes for you. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to become young again. You just need to become active, on your terms, in your way. Because once you start sending the message, hey, I'm still using this body, your body listens. You've spent a lifetime building the strength to raise children, carry burdens, hold your family together. That strength is still in you, hidden maybe, quiet, but never gone. And here's a beautiful truth. When you begin to reclaim your muscle, even with small daily habits, you also reclaim your confidence. You walk taller, you sleep better, your digestion improves, your blood sugar stabilizes. It's not just about being able to lift things, it's about lifting your life back up. You might feel stiff right now, tired, even discouraged. That's okay. That's human. But what matters is what you do next. Because once you know what's happening inside, you can take steps outside. You can change your story. And today you start not by overhauling your life, but by learning 6 small, simple habits. Habits you can do daily. Habits that keep your muscles from fading and bring back the vitality you thought was gone for good. So now, let's keep walking together, and let's talk about the first and perhaps the most powerful daily action you can take to fight muscle loss. Resistance. You walk into the kitchen and pick up a jug of water. Your hand grips it. Your arm lifts. Your shoulder steadies the motion. It may seem like nothing, but in that tiny moment, your muscles just received a message loud and clear. I still need you. That's the magic of resistance. And here's the truth. Your body doesn't know if you're lifting a barbell at the gym or a sack of rice in your pantry. It simply responds to effort, to load, to challenge. And if you want to stop your muscles from shrinking after 65, resistance needs to become part of your daily life. Don't let the word scare you. Resistance doesn't mean boot camps or sweating buckets. It means creating gentle pressure, a reason for your muscles to activate. It's like ringing a little bell each day that says, wake up, we're still working. You see, your muscles operate on a very simple principle. Use it or lose it. When they face resistance, they strengthen. When they coast, they weaken. If you're not pushing or pulling against anything regularly, your body assumes you don't need muscle anymore, and it starts to break it down. But here's the good news. Even 10 minutes a day of light resistance can help you preserve and even rebuild what's been lost. Imagine this. You stand at your kitchen counter holding 2 soup cans. You slowly curl them up toward your shoulders. That's a bicep curl. You push them overhead. That's a shoulder press. You squat gently to sit on a sturdy chair and rise again. There's your lower body workout. No machines, no sweatbands. Just you, your breath, and gravity. You could also use resistance bands, which are light, stretchy tools that provide gentle but effective muscle engagement. They take almost no space and feel kinder on joints than traditional weights. A set of bands and a few simple movements can wake up your whole body. Let's make this real. Try this tomorrow morning, right after brushing your teeth. Stand tall. March in place for 60 seconds. Grab 2 light items, water bottles, small weights, even canned goods. Do Jishenshu slow bicep curls. Rest. Then 10 more. Raise the items overhead slowly, then bring them down. Do that 10 times. Now sit and stand from a chair 10 times. That's it. 5 minutes. You've just told your entire body, we're not done yet. And when you repeat that signal day after day, your muscles begin to adapt. They stiffen, they hold, they remember. This daily rhythm becomes your quiet revolution against aging. Here's something else to remember. Resistance also boosts your balance, which is one of the first things to fade when muscle shrinks. Strengthening your legs, hips, and core helps keep you upright, stable, and confident. Imagine walking down the stairs without grabbing the railing, or bending over to pick up something you dropped, without worrying about tipping forward. If your joints hurt or you've had surgery, you can still train resistance safely. Seated movements work beautifully. Leg extensions while sitting, toe taps, arm raises, all these can be done from a sturdy chair or with the help of a walker. And it's not just about muscles. Resistance exercise fires up your brain. It increases circulation, pumps oxygen, and even boosts mood-regulating hormones like serotonin and dopamine. That little 5-minute routine could lift your spirits more than a cup of coffee. Now let's talk consistency. Why daily? Because your muscles are in a battle against time. They need frequent reminders that they matter. Once or twice a week isn't enough at this age. You need a daily whisper to your body. Stay with me. Even if you only do 5 minutes every single day, it adds up. Over a year, that's over 30 hours of muscle-preserving activity. And what happens when you don't? A little missed day here and there is fine. Life happens. But weeks of no resistance? That's when the decline speeds up. That's when climbing stairs feels like hiking a mountain. When the jar lid doesn't budge. When standing from the toilet feels like a task. This isn't about becoming strong like you were at 30. It's about staying strong enough to live fully. To walk, to lift, to hug, to play, to care for yourself. Picture your muscles like old friends. They've carried you, supported you, protected you. They've never asked for thanks, but now they're asking for attention. So give it to them. Just a few minutes a day, that's all they need to stay alive. And while resistance is the physical cue, your muscles also depend on fuel. You can work them all you want, but if they don't get the nutrients they need, especially protein, They won't grow, they won't heal, they won't stay. So now let's talk about the second daily habit that keeps your muscles from fading. Eating the right amount of protein every single day. You open your fridge, reach for a slice of toast or maybe a bowl of cereal and think, this is enough for breakfast. But for your muscles, it's not, especially not after 65. Your appetite may have shrunk over the years. That's normal. But your body's need for protein, it hasn't gone down, it's gone up. Your muscles are older now, slower to respond, slower to rebuild, and every single day they rely on one crucial building block to stay alive: protein. Without it, even the best exercises won't hold your muscle in place. You'll lift and stretch and move, but your body won't have the materials to keep up. It's like trying to build a house with no bricks. So how much protein do you need? More than you might think. Most experts now recommend at least 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day for people over 65. That's about 70 to 90 grams daily for many older adults. Now take a look at what you're eating. A piece of toast, maybe 2 grams. A bowl of rice, about 4. Even a glass of milk only gives you 8. And that's assuming you're eating 3 solid meals. Many older folks snack, skip meals, or eat light, and that's when the muscle loss creeps in. But here's the hopeful part. You can change this without overwhelming your routine. You don't need to eat massive steaks or start gulping down protein shakes. You just need to be intentional. Let's walk through a day. Breakfast, instead of just toast, add 2 eggs. That's 12 grams of protein right there. Scramble them, hard boil them, whatever you like. Not an egg fan? Try Greek yogurt. 1 cup can give you 15 to 20 grams. Snack, a small handful of nuts or a slice of cheese. Boom, 6 to 8 more grams. Lunch, a piece of chicken the size of your palm. That's 25 grams. Add a spoonful of beans or lentils to your salad for another 8. Dinner, a fillet of fish or tofu, maybe a bowl of lentil soup, even some cottage cheese. All good, all packed with the fuel your muscles are waiting for. Evening bite, a scoop of protein-rich pudding, a warm glass of milk, a slice of turkey. You're not just feeding hunger, you're feeding your strength. Protein doesn't just keep muscles alive, it helps with healing, bone health, immune function, even brain clarity. It keeps you feeling fuller, longer, cutting those late-night cravings and helping manage your weight naturally. Now, some folks say, but I've got dentures or I don't digest meat well anymore. That's okay. You have options. Soft scrambled eggs, yogurt, cottage cheese, cooked lentils, soft tofu, well-cooked beans, protein powders mixed into smoothies or oatmeal, nut butters, mashed avocado with eggs, fortified shakes designed for seniors, low sugar, high protein. It's not about perfection. It's about small, smart choices, because every little gram adds up. Let's imagine your muscles for a moment, not as tissue, but as hard-working helpers. They're like loyal employees who show up every day, doing the heavy lifting. Resistance training gives them a job to do. Protein, that's their paycheck. Without it, they quit. And unlike fat, your body doesn't store protein. If you skip it today, your muscles feel it. If you skip it again tomorrow, they suffer more. A week of low protein, that's like sending your muscle workers home without pay. Too many skipped meals and they won't come back. This becomes even more urgent during illness or injury. If you've been in bed for a few days or recovering from a cold or surgery, your muscles shrink faster than ever. But when you're fueling with enough protein, you protect yourself. You buffer the loss. You recover faster. Some people worry about kidneys and high protein. But for healthy seniors, modern research shows protein is safe and essential. If you do have kidney disease, talk to your doctor. But don't assume you should avoid protein. Many still need moderate intake to prevent frailty. Here's something most people miss. Timing matters too. Don't save all your protein for dinner. Spread it out over the day. Aim for 20 to 30 grams at each meal, with a little more if you're active. That steady flow helps your body use it better. You might be surprised how quickly this helps. Within weeks of increasing your daily protein and combining it with light resistance training, many older adults report better energy, stamina, even mental sharpness. You're not trying to become someone else. You're just trying to stay you, the strong, steady, capable version of yourself that's still in there. And as you get more consistent with protein and resistance, something else starts to matter more than ever. Flexibility, not just to touch your toes, but to turn your neck, reach behind you, twist without pain. This is where our next daily habit enters, the quiet power of stretching. You reach up to grab a bowl from the shelf and your shoulder stiffens. You bend down to tie your shoe and your lower back talks back. Maybe you've even twisted too fast and felt something pull. These are the daily whispers, sometimes shouts of a body asking for more flexibility. Your muscles aren't just shrinking with age, they're tightening. The tendons get shorter, the joints stiffer, the movement more limited. And when you stop moving through your full range of motion, your muscles respond by doing less. They shorten, like rubber bands left in a cold drawer. And what's short and tight is also fragile. That's why stretching isn't just something you do in yoga class. It's a daily lifeline to keep your body functioning with grace and ease. And it doesn't take long. 5 to 10 minutes a day of intentional stretching can change how you move, how you sleep, even how you breathe. Here's the beauty of it. Stretching doesn't just lengthen muscles. It sends a message to your nervous system. It says, relax, open up, let go. It reduces tension, lowers your heart rate, and gives your body a gentle pause, a moment to reset. Let's keep it simple and real. You don't need to be able to touch your toes or twist like a pretzel. You just need to stretch the parts of your body that work the hardest: your neck, shoulders, back, hips, and legs. Imagine starting your day like this. Neck rolls, slow and soft, easing the stiffness from sleep. Shoulder circles, opening up joints that carry every grocery bag and reach every cupboard. Seated spinal twist, gently waking the spine. Standing calf stretch, one foot behind the other, holding steady on a wall or chair. Forward fold, even just halfway down, letting gravity lengthen your back and hamstrings. That's a 5-minute routine right there. Do it while waiting for your tea to steep, or before your morning walk, or while watching the news. It's quiet, kind, and powerful. And when you stretch daily, something else starts to return. Posture. Have you noticed your shoulders rounding forward, your head jutting out? That subtle hunch isn't just about aging, it's about tightness. The chest pulls forward, the back muscles weaken, the hips tilt. And soon, standing up straight feels like a strain. But with daily stretching, your body remembers how it's meant to align. Your spine starts to straighten. Your core activates. Your breathing deepens. Suddenly, you're standing a little taller, walking with more presence. And that presence affects everything. When you stand upright, you feel confident, more secure, more aware. Even your balance improves, because balance isn't just in the feet, it starts at the core, the hips, the spine. Let's talk about balance for a moment. It's one of the first things people lose with age, and one of the last things they notice until they fall. But balance can be rebuilt, one stretch at a time. A flexible body responds faster, corrects more easily, catches itself. So when you stretch those calves, or gently twist your spine, or loosen your hip joints, you're not just improving mobility, you're training balance. You're preventing a future accident. Here's a common myth. Stretching doesn't do anything unless you feel pain. False. In fact, pain is your cue to back off. Stretching should feel gentle, warm, and patient. No bouncing, no forcing, just lengthening a little more each day. And the benefits reach far beyond your muscles. People who stretch daily often report better sleep. Looser muscles mean fewer nighttime cramps and less joint pain. Improved digestion. A relaxed abdomen supports easier function. Reduced stress. Stretching stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and restore mode. Less joint stiffness in the morning, especially in the hands, knees, and lower back. If you live with arthritis, gentle stretching can ease inflammation around the joints, not by pushing hard, but by encouraging blood flow and movement. You're not trying to fix your joints. You're trying to keep everything around them healthy and supportive. A word of encouragement here. Don't judge your flexibility by anyone else's. Not the person in your exercise class, not the woman on the TV doing yoga in a perfect pose. Your flexibility is yours. Celebrate every inch you reclaim. One more tip, make stretching a ritual. Connect it to something you already do after brushing your teeth, before your shower, when you make your afternoon tea. This way, it becomes a habit, not a task, just part of how you care for yourself. Remember, a body in motion stays in motion, and a body that stretches is a body that recovers. Recovers from soreness, stiffness, even stress. And once your muscles are stronger from resistance and nourished by daily protein and limber from daily stretching, there's one more piece to complete the circle. Daily movement. Not exercise, not a workout, just movement with purpose, intentional, joyful, sustaining. Let's explore that next. You take a few steps across your living room, maybe to grab a sweater, maybe to check the kettle. It seems like nothing. But in those steps, your muscles, joints, lungs, and heart are all working in quiet harmony. That's the beauty of daily movement, not exercise in the gym sense, but motion with meaning, purposeful, consistent, even sacred. Because here's the secret, your muscles need to move often to stay alive. If you've been doing your daily resistance, eating your protein, and stretching regularly, you've already laid the foundation. But now, to truly preserve your strength after 65, you must make movement a daily rhythm, woven into your life like breathing or brushing your teeth. You don't need a pedometer or a fitness watch to validate your steps. You don't even need to work out. You just need to move with intention. That means walking with purpose, reaching, twisting, standing, getting outdoors, using your body as it was designed to be used, frequently, fluidly, and freely. Let's begin with the simplest movement of all, walking. Walking is, without question, one of the most powerful things you can do for your muscles. And it's underrated. Every step stretches your calves, fires your glutes, swings your arms, and trains your balance. And when you walk regularly, your muscles get a steady message. I'm still here. I still move. I still matter. Start with 5 minutes a day if that's all you can. Walk to the mailbox, walk around your house, then build slowly. 10 minutes to the end of the block and back. 15 minutes through the park. Before you know it, you're doing 30 minutes without noticing. Make it enjoyable. Walk with a friend. Bring music. Pick a route with birds, trees, light. Let walking become a daily pleasure, not a chore. And what if walking isn't always an option? Then stand often. Standing itself is a form of movement. When you rise from your chair, you shift your weight, activate your legs, hold your posture. You work your muscles. So stand while folding laundry, while talking on the phone, while waiting for the microwave. Every minute counts. And don't forget incidental movement. Gardening, sweeping, wiping the counters, feeding your pets. These aren't just chores, they're training. They're tiny workouts disguised as life. You can even create a movement ritual. Something as simple as morning, march in place for 1 minute while your coffee brews. Midday, walk the hallway and back during each commercial break. Evening, do 5 toe raises while brushing your teeth. These micro movements add up. Over time, they become momentum. Here's the science behind it. Frequent low-intensity movement throughout the day helps with muscle endurance, blood circulation, joint lubrication, and even cognitive clarity. Your brain gets more oxygen, your body stays alert, your risk of falls drops, your digestion improves, and the benefits go beyond physical health. Daily movement reduces anxiety, loneliness, and even depression. Motion lifts your mood. It reminds you that you're alive. You may ask, what about my bad knee or my sore hip? That's understandable, but the key is this. Don't stop moving, just move differently. If walking hurts, try chair exercises. If you can't stand long, do ankle rolls or arm circles. There's always a way to move something. Motion also helps prevent one of the greatest dangers to muscle health. Long periods of sitting. Every hour you sit without moving, your muscles shut down a little, your metabolism slows, your circulation drops, and your body slips into rest mode, not the good kind. The kind that whispers, maybe we don't need this muscle anymore. So set a reminder. Every 30 minutes, stand up, stretch, take 5 steps, reach your arms over your head. That's all it takes to break the stillness. Let's make this practical and real. You're at home, it's raining. You can't go outside, no problem. Turn on some music and dance for 2 songs. Walk the hallway 10 times. Do gentle squats holding onto the countertop. Reach and twist slowly while standing at your kitchen sink. Rock gently from heels to toes to strengthen your ankles. Every move says, I'm still using this body. I'm still here. This daily movement, however small, becomes the glue that holds all the other habits together. It helps protein go where it's needed. It keeps stretched muscles from tightening again. It reminds your body that you're not done living. You're just getting better at it. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be strong. You just need to keep going. Even on the hard days, a few small movements are better than none. A slow walk around your home, a hand stretch at the table, a breath in with your arms raised, then lowered with your exhale. These are the moments that matter. And as you wrap your days in this rhythm of movement, resistance, nourishment, and care, something magical happens. You begin to feel capable again, steady, reconnected with your body, reconnected with life. And now as we close, let's slow down, just for a moment, and let everything settle. Let your breath deepen, let your shoulders relax, let your mind drift gently as we wind down this journey together. Let's take a deep breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You've just taken in a powerful truth. Your muscles are still listening. Even now, even after all these years, they're waiting for you. This isn't about fighting age. It's about living with it, lovingly. It's about waking up your strength, one quiet habit at a time. Lifting something light, feeding your body well, stretching what's stiff, walking with heart. You don't need to do it all today. You just need to start. One step, one bite, one breath. Your body will meet you there, every time. Tomorrow when you rise, I want you to feel this message in your bones. I am strong enough for today. I am building something better. I am not too late. I am right on time. Your muscles are not your enemy. They are your lifelong companions. And when you treat them with care, when you move, feed, stretch, and use them, they respond with love. So tonight, as you wind down and prepare for rest, let your body know that help is on the way, that you are choosing to show up, that you are worth the effort. Let your mind be soft. Let your breathing slow. Let every cell in your body feel seen and supported, because you're not fading. You're awakening. You are aging into your strength, not away from it. And tomorrow, we move again, gently, steadily, together.